Hey guys, it's at K Deuces, your sports bet queen. We are here with another episode of Crooks and Books podcast with all of your favorite co-hosts. I'm going to start with Big Pick Brad,
Howdy.
Bill's godson, Caleb.
In the flesh. We're going to have to come up with a new name next year.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
we don't know what's going on with your
That's true.
That's
Mr.
deep.
Uncle
That's deep.
there, Godfather.
Alabama football analyst Bill Belichick.
There you go. Damn. Okay. And then, of course, we have Bobby Banks.
What's up?
And as you guys know, Prado the Pointer. Or I'm sorry, what did you want me to call you? What did you want me to call you before the show? I forgot.
The owl.
Okay, there you go. We kind of miss Al. Do we miss Al or not really?
We do. I kind of miss when he loves talking that. But what Brado says, the Homer talk. The Homer talk.
Oh yeah, Homer talk.
Oh,
We'll just leave
because
that up to you
the
guys this year,
Steelers, the Steelers were supposed to win the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, we know. We know.
He's still if they don't win it this year, he's already got a future for next year.
Oh my God.
What do you mean? They're still in it. Somehow, some way.
All right, let's go with takeaways. I'm just gonna give down the breakdown. Okay, wild card, we did really good. Obviously, we did that show. 4-0 for me, 6-0 for Big Pick, 3-3 for Caleb, but that's okay. 6-0 for Bobby, and 2-2 for Prado the Pointer wild card. We put up all greens and we were at 80%. Then divisionals came up and we kind of got sauced over there. So 3-1 for me, 2-2 for Big Pick. Caleb had 1-3, Bobby had 1-3, and Prado had 0-3. And then we came up with 37% for 7-12. So will we come back since there's only 2 games, obviously, this week? And for you guys, we shall see. So for takeaways, though, I mean, there's really nothing to take away. Okay. So we've been seeing all this shit, right? On the show, without the show, whatever. We've been saying it out loud, the logo and shit, guys. Like Baltimore's supposed to win. So I had him on a teaser. And then Brad, you had a -10. Caleb, you had +10, which weren't you covering at some point? I feel like.
Yeah.
At halftime.
Most of the game, I was going to say. Yeah. And then.
Yeah. And then Bobby had -9.5. And then Prado, what happened to that under, huh? 43.5. And then it just flew right by.
Which is weird because like on Lou's website, it was 44. So for the sake of his website, I actually pushed.
Okay, so
But that doesn't mean nothing because when you push, you still don't win. So you technically still have a goose egg. So
yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. Loser.
And then I mean, Niners barely got away with it. Obviously that was a heart attack game. And then Brad, you had the under 50.5, so that was a lock.
You had the under?
Yeah, he
On the sheet.
Yeah.
See it there on the sheet?
I swear you said the over.
And then SF -10, SF -10 for Caleb and Bobby, but it was just like, dude, we wish, right? We fucking wish. God. And then Lions, I had him on a teaser at Pick'em, but all of you guys had pretty much Tampa Bay, which we thought, right, could do it, but that was weird.
It's sad that me and Brado actually took the Lions and the over and didn't even have to worry about it. How about that?
Yeah. And then teaser Buffalo for me +3.5. Josh.
Don't want to talk about that.
2.5. KC.
Josh got fucked again.
Yeah, Caleb, you got that one though. You knew.
What did Caleb have?
+3, KC.
City, dude, I told you.
He
Taylor
said
Swifters.
the easiest bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easiest bet.
He did.
-2.5 Josh for Bobby, and then of course you two with Josh. Josh is just a fucking loser, man. That's just it.
No,
Yes.
It wasn't even Josh.
I know, but still, it was his team. Fuck.
Actually, you know what? Blame it on Josh. He had an underneath route open. He couldn't make a wide open touchdown. And as the infamous Caleb would say, they're the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna run.
That's
right.
what matters.
They're gonna.
That's
run a
all I
fake
could
punt
think
with
about
Damar
too,
Hamlin
Caleb.
on their own 30.
Yeah. That's all I could think about when we were watching the game. Los was just like, They're still the fucking Buffalo Bills, as
They're
Caleb would say.
always going to be the Buffalo Bills. They will never escape that. It's like generational alcoholism. It's always going to follow you. It is what it is.
That's so good. Oh man, it's
I
like
had
the
a
loser of
flashback
your era.
when I was 6 years old. I couldn't believe I was comprehending football. I probably thought it was soccer because I was going through a phase in life. And I watched this game as the Buffalo Bills missed a field goal, and I was actually rooting for them. And I was like, "Oh my God, I've seen this before, wide right." And I was like, "What a fucking loser I am! I can't believe I tailed this team."
Yo, you can't
Hey,
stop.
who saw the video of the Kansas City fan with the fan? And they had the fan
Oh
blowing.
yeah, and the kid. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I saw that. He was like, "It worked." I saw it. Yeah,
Blew that shit right. That was funny.
that's really funny. There's so many things coming out too.
Was that real?
What?
That little, I saw that. Was that like, I thought it was staged? No.
Well, I mean,
He didn't actually. Yeah.
He wasn't at the game. He was
I
just.
understand, but when I saw him put the fan, I was like, did it happen live or was that after the fact?
it happened.
No,
pretty,
he
I
did
saw
it
that
live.
like right after the
Yeah.
fucking game.
Oh,
was over,
interesting.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he did it like as if it was like a, what you believe in, like voodoo type. Yeah.
You either hit the fucking bet or you don't. You fucking either delete the video or you don't.
Yeah, pretty much, right? All right. Well, do you guys have any other takeaways before we get into the games, or are we good?
I'm sad.
No, you're not. You're happy that you got fucking Jim.
No, Jim, yeah,
What are
but
you talking
football's
about?
coming to an end.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's talk about some of the news, by the way. So you're happy with Jim. Jim's gonna rebuild your whole team. Where are you
Yeah.
at next year? What do you think?
We probably won't win the division as per usual because we got that curly-headed fuck in our division, Patrick Mahomes. But I definitely expect us to be a lot better.
Okay, so competitors, not just on
competitive.
paper.
Maybe in the wild card hunt, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
What's your record? What's your record next year, Brado?
Are we
We
going
win
over?
at least 8.
So we're going over.
More. Well, that's definitely better than the Raiders. More than the Raiders.
I think
Okay.
we got to win at least 9 to probably get in the playoffs, but I think 8 is the magic number.
So you're going over the number. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it more on the obviously and
God, what's our win total? Do you know our win total already?
7.5.
Is it really?
What was?
Yeah.
I think
What
it
was,
starts at 7.5.
What was Jim's
Everyone.
first year?
It's either
his
7.5 or
record in San
8.5.
Francisco.
Here, I got a stat for you for that. So sorry, it's 8.5, Brado. It was 7.5 for Harbaugh when he was at the Niners, and they ended up winning 13 games that year. We're in the
13.
NFC Championship game. There's some fun
Voodoo.
insight for you.
That was the
So,
Kyle Williams year, huh?
Yep. So don't say that you guys don't have a chance at the AFC. Just FYI.
I feel like
I'm just keeping it, fucking low expectations, sir. They're still the Chargers at the end of the day.
right.
They got
and,
a fucking lightning
and it's
bolt on the side
voodoo
of their
too.
head.
You don't want to be too confident.
But they got a national championship coach who Caleb has had some very nice words for him in the past 2 years. So what's your
Harbaugh?
thoughts on that,
Yeah.
Caleb?
You mean the guy who had sleepovers with recruits? Because that's normal. A middle-aged man having slumber parties with high school boys.
That's normal.
Congratulations.
Now you can do it with grown men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with Herb.
Congratulations on your Jeffrey Epstein head coach. Have fun with that.
Thank you. Wasn't Bill Belichick on the Epstein list?
That's good. That's good.
I want to say he was.
Like,
I think so.
He's
No,
not. I don't
Kraft
think he
was. Kraft
Well,
was.
Robert Kraft is the
Yeah,
owner.
I'm sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got it messed up. But yeah, same vicinity, same area.
You're
It is-
just as guilty if you're boss plan because you're an employee.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Guilty
know,
by
right? Like
association.
don't think you're out of it. Just you're still in it. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Like that's big news for your team, and they're bringing the Harbaughs back. You know what I mean? So it might be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It is what it is. Some entertainment per se.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those khaki pants, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
khaki
It's funny.
pants and black crew neck.
Now it's gonna be
That's gonna be a bright blue crew neck.
shirt or whatever the fuck it is.
He's gonna be wearing the navy just like he did in Michigan. Keep it
Yeah, there
rolling.
you go. Because he's not gonna
Yeah.
get anything new. It is what it
Hell
is.
no. Wife's gonna have to continue to go to Walmart and buy those fucking khakis.
What's the news for you, Caleb? So does anyone want Bill at all at this point?
No, dude, I don't think they do. I don't think they do because I personally feel like he wants to be GM as part of the deal, and I think that's a deal breaker for anybody that wants to be competitive.
Yeah.
The reality is the only teams that are going to want Bill because look at his age. You know, I mean, you're not going to bring him in to do a 5-year rebuild. You don't know if he's going to coach for 5 more years effectively. The only teams that are going to bring in Bill are teams that are maybe one piece away and need a shot in the arm. And there's nobody looking for a head coach that fits that mold right now. Everyone's a fucking project at the moment. So I just don't see anyone taking that, flyer on a coach that may be suffering from dementia at the moment. So
He also wants people with him, like you said, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he comes as a package, but is that package really worth it?
and he wants some certain guarantees, I feel like.
Mm.
Yeah, he wants certain guarantees that he gets to have X amount of control over the player personnel decisions, and I just don't think that anyone. I mean, all you have to do is look at the last couple years in New England. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
If you're happy going 7 and
What's
9,
recent?
or I guess
Mhm.
8 and 9 as your best year, then yeah, I guess go ahead and hire him and let him be
I
the
read
GM.
that he wanted his staff like Josh.
Yeah, that's what we just
Patricia.
said.
He
But
wanted
no,
to
but I
keep.
was saying what I was saying to that is that Caleb, let me ask you this: does Josh deserve a job in the NFL?
As an offensive coordinator, I think he's good. He's
But
not a head
not
coach.
as a coach. Yeah.
No, he's Josh McDaniels in New England. They put together some good offenses, and there was even with Brady, there was a noticeable drop off when McDaniels left. I think McDaniels is really, really good at drawing up schemes and plays. Now, some of his play calling decisions have been questionable at times, but he's put together some really good offenses. I just don't think that he's obviously not a head coach. It's not that I don't think he's not a head coach.
Right.
Maybe a college coach.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I could see him coaching at USC, garbage organization.
I could see it happening.
How about
What I-
UCLA?
what- What I do
They
think
wouldn't
though,
take trash, sir. They wouldn't take trash.
well,
But
do you
signed
think
up for Chip Kelly? I mean, what is that?
Well, I mean, there's Matt Patricia, who's not good at anything. But people keep giving him a fucking chance. I don't get it.
do you
Not sure
think
how to
that
answer
like
that.
Caleb, do you think that like there's like Bill's just going for like I want to be head coach, or do you think that there's room for him to be coordinator somewhere?
You can't
I
coordinate
have
shit.
I have a hard time believing he steps down to a coordinator.
I think
role.
so.
I
I don't think the same. Yeah, exactly. I think the
I-
same exact thing. I don't think he'll be like I'm too good for that. Or
I
He needs to
think
fucking
he-
retire. Tired of
I-
seeing his ass on the sideline.
Me too.
He'd retire before he did that.
Here's a
100%.
funny theory. Is there a reason why the Raiders and Atlanta don't want him? Two organizations have had some serious issues with the Patriots. You think it's something about that?
What to Atlanta and the Raiders?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's like I said. I think it's the rebuild aspect. You don't
Like
want
they don't want
a
a guy.
It's 2024. You don't want a coach that's trying to build a roster like it's 2004.
I mean,
No.
Raiders are plug and play, if you ask me.
No, but they want longevity. They don't want a guy that they're unsure of.
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
Bill can't bring fucking Josh to fucking
yeah, you can't bring
Las
Josh to the
Vegas.
Raiders.
Yeah, how's
there's-
he gonna
there's
bring
that.
him there? He just came from,
Yeah.
Mark will fucking
and-
light him on fire.
Yeah. I think it's no, I mean there might be some other reasons, but I don't think it has anything to do with history. I mean, every team's been burned by the Patriots in one way or another.
in a way,
He
yeah.
was there so
So
long.
why
I
isn't
mean,
Mike
it's-
Vrabel hired yet if he's such a good coach?
Mike Vrabel?
Mr. Bardero Johnson.
Well, who
I don't have an answer for you.
His
Maybe he'll be
agent
your coach when you
was-
guys blow the Super Bowl. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say I never said Mike Vrabel was a great coach. Good defensive coordinator, but not.
I mean, everyone kind of gave him a little bit of extra respect.
who?
I mean,
Everybody-
he took
What?
over a Titans team that was, I mean, number one
Garbage.
seed, fucking
Pure
AFC
garbage.
Championship.
had the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true.
But had a good ass defense.
What's a running back, bro? The Chiefs won the Super Bowl with no namers back there.
The only thing I could say is that King Henry is a little bit different. Stop it right now.
I mean, he's 6'3", fucking 240 pounds. Of
Yeah,
course, it's fucking different.
let's start. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the games because I know we're a little bit on time here, limited. AFC KC at Baltimore. We already know this. Spreads 4, totals over under 44.5. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with Caleb because he has really good insight on KC and the Swifties. So go ahead.
It's like I said, man. I think I'm a Patriots fan, and I've seen this movie play out 100 times before, where you're the villain of the league. Everyone's expecting you to run through the competition again. You have a little bit of a down year, and everybody's counting you out. Your defense rallies, saves you from a couple games when your offense was actually supposed to be the strength of your team, and then playoffs come around, you peak while everyone else is kind of trending downward because they're tired and beat up, and you're finally healthy for the first time going into the playoffs, and then they sneak up and win the Super Bowl. I've seen this story about 3 or 4 times with the Patriots. This seems to be the same thing. There's also the fact that I don't see the NFL, and you put your conspiracy tinfoil hats on for a second. I don't see the NFL missing out on the financial opportunity of having Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl, of having her at the game in the stands, because that's 5 to 10 million sets of eyes that will watch that game that wouldn't watch it otherwise. And to be able to sell 10 million more viewers on what's already the biggest TV event in the country is, I mean, you could basically name your price for advertisers. Yeah, you could name. And no, it is sad that people are in a cult like that, but it is what it is. So
yeah.
I
So
mean, the NFL's a business. And what was the thing about that? They just assigned the ref that has something to deal with the most.
He's KC driven, or
yeah.
like, he's preferred KC per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's their fixer.
So KC +4 for you because they're a dog. They're gonna give the people, because it's kind of like a turned, I guess, upside down spread, right? Because we don't know how much of the population of Taylor Swifters are watching, and then the original NFL people.
Well, it's probably high, and I know they're riled up and angry about that AI thing on Twitter. So,
What happened?
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
Someone made a bunch of AI pictures of Taylor Swift having an orgy on the field with Chiefs fans, and it went viral. And the Swifties, I mean, were full out in lynch mobs.
Yeah.
Death threats, doxing.
But it only brought up the ratings, right? On the social media to see how many people cared.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, like, on Twitter, I mean, you get paid for engagement if you're verified.
Right,
So that guy probably made a couple of G's off that tweet. So
yeah. And then on top of that, like, they are gonna milk what they can. And it makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It makes sense. I'm with you on KC covering just because, and I'm not saying that they could win. I'm saying they cover for the fact that there's a million different billions of people on them. And that's, I'm saying it differently in a way that you have your backup, but what I'm saying is, like, Baltimore could win, but, like, I don't think that they would cover.
They're going to be angry about the AI shit.
Yeah. So we'll see. Big pick, you got under 44.5 or 40.
Yes.
Why is this?
I just feel like it'll be this is like the two juggernauts, right, of the AFC. Everyone expects this to be a complete shootout. I don't know that it will be. Two good defenses, lower end total here.
I don't think it's ever been, though, right? Unless you go live. I don't think it's ever been like a complete, like, shootout for both teams when they played. I think it's always went under.
That's what I'm getting at, is like everyone's expected to be, like, the public, let's say, is going to expect this to be a shootout because it's the Ravens and the Chiefs going against each other.
They want it to be a good game, yeah.
If the Ravens want to win, they're going to have to win in the trenches.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, I think Prado's with you on the under. He just put it in.
I just realized that I lost last week by just absolute garbage to even push, but on the sheet I lost because it was 43.5. Last game they played was 36-35. Hilaire had a fumble. I also kind of feel that KC's the play. Lamar's 1-3. He hasn't proved me shit. Like,
this is the first time Lamar's favored against Kansas City
to cover. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot going on them, and if they do win, they win by, like, not by that. But
okay, call me crazy on this one, but likely is a better tight end than Andrews. Andrews is good, but he will be playing. I feel they will slot him in to play a little bit more, and that will hurt Baltimore because likely
because he's not used
to it. It is overall better. It just, I don't know what it is. He's just better.
He gels well with Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Likely is pretty raw.
Yeah, he
And
is.
he stepped up big
Yeah,
time
and
when Andrews was
Andrews
gone.
coming back isn't necessarily, like you said, a good thing because he hasn't been back. So a lot of the times when these guys come back, they're not as, jelly with the other
The
guys.
chemistry's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chemistry's off. That's what it is right there.
All right. Bobby, you got Baltimore -4 though. They cover. They cover.
Yeah, I would lean that way. I'm thinking about it now. I probably would like taking a total, probably an under more. So I can see this being like a 20-17 type game, just a game that still gets there's some big defensive plays. I mean, say what you want about Kansas City, their secondary has actually stepped up. That fool Snead is a beast. He's been playing really well. I mean, Baltimore, they're all healthy right now, but anything can happen. I mean, they have been gelling. I do think that Likely is a beast too. I mean, he was my tight end one in fantasy when my boy Mark Andrews went down, but he was making big plays. We'll just see if Kansas City can win this one in the trenches because Baltimore is going to step their game up for me defensively. I mean, I think they are the better team, but that's just anyone's game. I would probably lean more so an under, I think, than
Okay,
Baltimore.
then what your pick is, yeah.
Yeah.
I personally just feel like with the backup that Caleb gave as a background to justify what Casey's up against as far as their team, yes, but like at the same time, I feel like they're gonna cover as dogs, and then everyone's gonna think Detroit's gonna cover as dogs, obviously, but it's not gonna happen because as we talk about the next game, and we're gonna go into it right now, obviously Detroit at SF, 7's the spread over under 51.5. Debo's playing. That doesn't, to me, like, that's cool. Like, all right, you're gonna play, I get it, but like, it doesn't fucking matter because it's still Jared Goff at the end of the day. Like, I think people are forgetting that, like,
Jared Goff. Yep.
yeah, it's like the Buffalo Bills shit that we just talked about. You feel me? Like, it's still the Buffalo Bills. It's
Yep.
still Jared Goff. The 7 just portrays that, like, oh, SF hasn't covered in 6 games or whatever.
6
But I
at
just,
home.
huh?
6 at home.
Yeah, at home. But I just think that, like, it's like that's flip-flop switch. And a lot of people want Detroit to win, obviously, because they are the biggest underdogs of the season. But we kind of all saw this like peeking out though, like being on the show and going back on the episodes, like we all kind of talked about it and we were on the Dan Campbell train and shit like that. So I think we saw it before any of the other podcast shows. So I give us a round of applause for that, especially like how we've been talking about them. But then they got to sit down at some point and realize like there's a reality here and there's a script that needs to be played out. And that's what it is. And I know it's my team, I get it, but there's a lot of things pointing to like it's gotta be what it's gotta be on the script for next year because everything is set up for everyone to be able to bet next year, especially when they're bringing in people that don't even know about gambling and betting with like the Taylor Swifts. Like that's just an example of,
I cannot wait for the Swifties to figure out gambling.
yeah.
That's right. Let's push the Chiefs to -49 this week. There we go. Good job, honey. Put a little bit more
Yeah,
on.
but
Yeah.
and you guys get what I'm saying. Like when we're talking on the chat, it's like it's just going to impact the NFL even more to where like they're like, yeah, there is a script. And you wonder why like that commercial that had like I think it was like Kirk Cousins in it. Like everybody was talking about a script on the commercial and they had Goodell and they stopped that commercial from running because they're going to run it this season. And why do you think that? Why do you think this is like off the top of your head? Pat McAfee is WWE. He played in the NFL. So it's like, dude, like there's so many things that just point to like, we're just gearing you guys up for next year to make sure that we get all this money. And then they're going to blow it up in your face and say, hey, you guys think it's the logo? Guess what? It is going to be the logo this year, but next year, completely not. But how many millions of people you think will take the logo as soon as it comes out next year?
I kind of like how they hyped up Pat McAfee too, like as this WWE. He's a fucking punter.
Yep.
I don't care what
No,
anyone
but
says.
That's a fucking beast.
he was
He's
on
a punter.
WWE. He was
It's like, don't get it twisted. He's a punter.
Right, but he was
Like,
on
ain't no one
WWE.
respecting no punter. Ain't no one respecting Tucker. I mean, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, he's
Do
a
you watch the
punter.
Pat McAfee show?
Huh?
Do you watch the show?
I mean, let's rewind it for a second. He's a punter.
Oh, so
No,
you
but
clearly don't
actually,
watch the
he's
show.
the fun.
Y'all
What I'm
letting him get a
saying,
pass for being a punter.
no, what I'm saying
The
is
best
like,
fucking show on the internet right
yeah,
now.
it is.
Yeah, because you're fooled by a punter giving you
Because
knowledge.
but it's entertainment, and at the same
Yeah.
time, if anything, like you said, Tucker should have his own fucking WWE fucking thing, right? But you know what's crazy is it is WWE. Like, come on, dude, my fucking dad watches WWE. He was like, "Where's Royal Rumble at this weekend?" Like, and he watches NFL. Like, it's just golden.
Just so you know, Pat McAfee took off his shirt one time and during his little hoorah, and I was like, okay,
He
stop.
always has his shirt off, bro. He has like
Stop.
one of those muscle tanks.
He wears the
Stop.
muscle tanks and he has no
Yeah.
muscles.
How about
He's like
Pat?
Bert.
Know your fucking role and shut your goddamn mouth.
That's a Travis Kelsey line. You Swifty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot.
for
I
sure.
forgot. Travis Kelsey was before that. Yeah, that sounds
No,
like
but the
some,
cool
Gen Z kind of comment right there. Forgot the not knowing where it came from.
Sir, I'm just saying he said that at last year's AFC Championship.
he did.
Yeah, but that's not who said it.
I
Oh my God.
know that.
Let's just
That's
let's
pathetic
just
that you
not
would
talk to
actually
Mr.
bring up
Social Media over
Kelsey
here.
I
is the
know.
guy who said that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Mi-
He
Yeah,
just
Mr.
doesn't have
Social
social media.
too.
He's a little late, and all he does is watches YouTube videos. But I hear you. You know, and he's frozen. Here you go, Brad.
Freeze off the goddamn camera, motherfucker.
Okay, so Big Pig, you don't know what you want in this game. You don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Why is this? Why are you so questionable?
Because someone's got to play Devil's Advocate, and it's got to be me.
Don't be shy then. Don't be shy. Fuck it. I wouldn't be shy. Caleb, 49ers revenge. You're just playing it off the script. I gotcha.
Yeah, no, I think I think they'll dog walk Detroit, and then yeah, I think
I love this.
they'll get payback for the shady circumstances under which the Chiefs beat them in a few years ago. So
Oh, there you go. Shady circumstances. I love it.
I mean, we'll call it like it was. There was one
Yeah,
team in
there's
the
definitely
league that
shade.
would have got that PI call, and it was Kansas City. So
Oh my
the
God.
team with the fans that bitch more about the officiating than anybody else, mind you, is the one that gets all the calls. So
It's absolutely.
there's a study.
true.
There's a study on what fan base tweets about officiating the most, and Kansas City destroys everybody.
Well, that makes sense.
100%. I see
Even
that.
though, even though anyone can sit there and watch a Chiefs game, and it's so crazy because there's a moment. It's like where the ref, remember that NBA final or Eastern Conference Finals games a couple years ago, more than a couple years ago, where the Heat versus the Celtics, and
Yeah.
the headband came off of LeBron. There's like a moment in Kansas City games where the refs take the figurative headband off and just step in, and everyone can
They're like,
tell
"You
in
know what?
real time. My phone will blow up. Here comes their 12th man. Here they go. Like everyone's texting me about it, and it's everybody knows except Kansas City fans. They live in such denial.
It's 100% true. But you can only live it, right? Come on,
Yep.
Mr. Patriots over there. Don't think I don't know about any of those fucking calls, huh?
Well, the
Mr. Tom Brady?
Patriot. We can have a separate discussion on a separate episode about how those were the correct calls.
Oh man, I love it. It's only when it's against your team where you're like, fuck.
That's right.
God
Yep.
damn it. All right, Bobby, fire up the ganja is what you're saying. And what is
Fire
that?
up the ganja.
What does that mean?
I made a commitment with some of my hooligan friends that I work with that I would participate in paraphernalia if the Niners were ever in the Super Bowl
It's no
again.
longer paraphernalia in California, sir. It's legal.
And if they're there, just fire it up. Give me whatever chopper you want.
Dang. For real? Wow.
For real. Let's go.
Okay, so it looks like someone's gonna come up with some stress for Bobby, huh? I'm just joking.
The hooligans that he's
Get your
referring
husband.
to do not smoke stress.
Some flight. Anyway, okay. So Prado, you don't have anything on this game, or you do? Yeah, you do. Come
Yeah, I
on.
do.
What do you got? -7.
Niners are
why?
7-1 versus Detroit all time. I do love, you gotta love how this always works out. That the Jim Harbaugh appearance of the Detroit Lions famous game is this weekend. Jim comes to LA, and then they're like, "Oh, what perfect timing for the Jim Harbaugh game." If everyone remembers when
When
the
you beat
Detroit
Detroit.
Lions lost to the Niners, Jim Harbaugh gives a handshake, pats the guy on
Oh
the, and
yeah.
they're about to throw down,
He
and
does the fucking
yep. So I was like, what better perfect way to go about this? And I want to say the Niners haven't covered 3 of 4. Obviously, they only played one game. They haven't covered one game. Throwing a nice little 7 out there, as Brado would like to call it, the blowout 7.
Well, Brado's taking 49. Yeah, he's taking 49 by 7.
So
It
I'm
was
saying
just a Super
Brado
Bowl.
calls
So he
this
doesn't know.
the blowout 7.
Yeah, the blowouts.
It's in full effect.
No, but that
It's
fucking
true.
pat on the back was hella hard. If you
Yeah,
guys
remember he kind of like, but he kind of didn't like get
he
out of my
pushed him
way.
though, like
Let me
he
move on, and then the players were throwing down, and then it got kind of weird.
yeah, that shit was crazy.
Listen, I already said this, like as I broke this down. Like, look, like what Caleb said. Kansas City goes to the Super Bowl. Huge win just for the Swifties, right?
Yep.
That's one. And NFL.
That's all they care. They don't give a shit if they
Yeah,
win. They just
they
want
don't
them
care. Okay, already huge win for
Oh,
Lamar.
one more week of Taylor. He
Lamar, he's an MVP. Good job. Huge win for Goff. He went to the big game. They won a first game in Ford Stadium, haven't won in 1957.
Yeah, that's their Super Bowl.
Blah, 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 blah. Like, this playoff was hands down one of the best playoffs for everybody. Like, Baker got a contract. He doesn't give a shit. He beat Eagles. He lost.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Look at it like this. Their offensive coordinator, I don't know how. I'm really
Getting a
skeptical.
job somehow as a head coach.
Yeah, he's the head coach somehow.
Yeah.
So everybody won in this playoffs.
Yes.
Great job, NFL. Here comes the Niners. Let us run our way.
Fucking
into
finally
the-
win in decades of fucking turmoil.
Yes.
It's a win-win either way. I mean, you get 49ers, Kansas City, you get a rematch with a real QB this time.
You get Baltimore, yeah.
versus Baltimore. You get a rematch of the Harbaugh Bowl. You get to see what could have been. I mean, it's just fantastic. I mean,
It's
congratulations,
fantastic.
Detroit. You've gone this far. You've won your Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Even if you lose this game, the city of Detroit will
it.
respect you. They're
Yeah.
with you no matter what. But San Francisco, they may just burn down the city if we don't
think
take down the
Oakland's
chip.
bad? Imagine the whole Bay Area. How about that?
Yeah.
They're on the map though. Like the Lions are on the
A lot
map.
of Raider fans out here. A lot of Raider fans.
Oh, stop. I feel like Brado would be a Raider fan if he wasn't a Chargers fan.
He is a Raider fan.
Yeah.
He is.
Fucking love the
This year
Raiders.
he was,
He
right?
is.
I was last year.
Turns out before I paved my own path to the NFL team, I actually had Tim Brown jersey.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, for
And he
the
used to smoke a lot of pot too, so that means he was definitely a Raider fan. You
Who,
can't
me?
smoke a lot of pot and not be a Raider fan.
yeah.
So I'm talking Tim Brown. That was a youth large. You know how long ago I was a
Youth large. He was.
I was like,
Oh my
fucking
god,
Carter.
that's so funny.
When you were 3?
Exactly.
Future SB winners, we already had it, so you know it is what it is. I think we all have it except for Brad. He said he doesn't want to be devil's advocate, whoever it is.
Honestly,
But
it's
maybe
like,
he's just talking about the cover. So
are you talking about the Super Bowl?
yeah.
Yeah, tell your whole
I-
theory, what you're saying last night. I want to hear it.
My theory?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had a really good little algorithm you said. Okay,
Let's
so
see what
here's-
everyone think. I want to see what
let's hear it.
Caleb and
Honestly, I don't even remember my theory. If that sounds
damn,
crazy,
he was
but
that blown or
Here,
what?
I'll give you a little bit of
Remind me. I was just shooting locks. I was getting all lost in my thoughts.
yeah, you guy fucking shoots out more NBA locks than anyone I know right now. You were mentioning something about, okay, the Niners, this is their best chance because
Yeah. So if the Niners don't do it now, it's gonna be back to the drawing board for it's gonna be some dark days if you guys don't win it right now. I can just feel it.
Yeah, it'll
what happened to
be
Kyle?
just
What
like
happened
last
to
time.
Kyle? Say it.
Kyle's gotta go. John's gonna
Wow.
get like everyone's gonna get launched. It's gonna be the whole fucking restart button. And then here comes old Bill Belichick.
Oh no.
oh my god.
Oh, we were talking about this today at work.
Now he went like this. He did the
Here comes Darth Hoodie in there. You know, guy's a good football player. I don't know where you're gonna play at.
Caleb,
San
are you
Pablo.
scared if Bill comes
We're on
to
to
San
Cincinnati.
Francisco somehow, some way?
Oh my God.
I
I
mean,
just
it's
had a-
what's done is done. He's gonna go somewhere.
I just had a wild theory to Brad's theory. What if okay, let's just say they do blow up the team. Bill Belichick comes over. Here comes Tom Brady out of retirement.
Oh my
Play
god.
for his favorite team. Yep. I don't think Brady's gonna play for Bill again.
Yeah,
No,
I think,
but what?
I think
And then you
Tom's
got
good.
Gronkowski coming in on a fucking weird contract for 3 months or whatever the fuck it
This would
is.
be the retirement home team. These guys are coming in here in walkers and wheelchairs and shit.
And then Tom Brady will be like, I just wanted to win for my fucking hometown.
Yeah.
Whatever bullshit it
Win
was.
one for my parents who live down the street.
Oh man, that would happen though. Watch some desperate entertainment shit that the fucking NFL would have too. I wouldn't put it past them. All right. Anyway, anything else for you guys? Caleb, you got any shows? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm be hitting the road in March, so I'll have dates real soon. Go to my website, calebsalvatorecomedy.com. You can figure that out. And then I've got
Wow.
yeah, nothing crazy, but we're getting back into the swing of things. Always follow my show, That's Based with Caleb Salvatore. Wherever you get your shows, we're down on Spotify right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. We just got put back up on the audio platforms because they had removed us from all of them. But
Damn.
yeah, we're back now. It was some glitch in the system. We're back on everything but Spotify as of this taping. Hopefully that'll be resolved soon. But yeah, follow me there. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. That's Based with Caleb Salvatore. And follow the socials. Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram. That's all I
All
got.
right. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining. And then Big Pick, you got MGMH Pod.
Yep, we just released the episode yesterday, I believe.
Nice.
It's going pretty good.
All right. And then Bobby, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to my new dog, Bess.
There you
Nice.
Took
go.
her to the vet. She's all healthy. Thank God. Turns out she already had
Congratulations.
kids. I
What
thought
kind
she
of
was only
dog?
8 months old. What else are you gonna do?
Damn.
She's a Australian Shepherd.
That's a young mom over there, huh?
I know, little
Those are-
whore.
That's what happens when you're
I-
fucking roaming the streets of Modesto.
So she's
Yeah,
Good
Mexican,
dogs.
huh?
she was
Those are
found
good
in
dogs.
Modesto. Yeah, in the straight cut. You look it
Damn,
up on Google
okay.
Maps. It's like nothing but the green. Yeah, but she's a good dog. She's my first daughter, so we'll see how
All
that
right,
goes.
congratulations to you
I'm
and
like-
B.
I can't be like Brado because she's like this big, or else I'd carry her here.
Dude, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been launching this fool off the fucking table all fucking podcast.
Yeah, fucking
Fucking
Gregory
keeps hopping
Papas
on
over
the
there.
fucking table.
Greg Papas, guys.
Motherfucker.
Greg Papas.
Here he comes again. Like, motherfucker.
The show's fucking mascot, Greg Papas. A
There you go.
fucking
Gee, here he is again. Like,
There he
God
is.
damn it.
God,
Look at that.
Piss me
He's
the
getting
fuck
launched.
off.
she's getting
Oh my
big.
god. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
he's massive.
Is that a cat? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Greg Papas.
It's a Taylor Swift cat, Caleb. Look.
There you go.
It's a sign, guys. All right. Prado, any shout outs for you before I go?
Yes, I do. I have a beautiful shout out to the great Robert Chai turning 40
Oh, happy
today on the dot.
birthday.
Damn,
Happy birthday,
Robert.
Robert Chai.
Damn, bro, you're 40.
Just to let you know,
He's-
his total was 20 and a half over.
I took the
or
over.
under. Yeah. Oh, you see that?
He's betting odds. And
Shots?
Yeah, 28 and a half shots. I took the over, and I said,
What about the
no.
to get laid minus
I took the
2,000?
no. I took the no.
Oh,
It was too
the
good
no
value.
paid out.
10,000?
I'm just joking.
No way it happens.
I took the no. It was like 15-1 to the no.
You know what, Loki? We should do that for Prado's 40th. Is it a minus or a plus? I'm just joking. Anyway, only
Yeah,
I would know
Kay
the
would
answer.
fucking,
How are we
make
gonna do the
certain,
Swifty voodoo on that one, huh? Anyway, www.thesportsbettingqueen.com. We'll have the show on there. Obviously, if you sign up for the newsletters, if anything changes with the guys between these two games, you will know up to game time. And then at Wager Attack, our sponsor, follow them at Wager Attack and www.wagerattack.com. Use code SBQ to get up to 200% bonus play. I don't have any other shout outs. Dior Beauty, thank you so much. And birthday's in 3 days, so we'll see if we win the 49ers game and then go to the Super Bowl. Shout out to my good friend Shane at Sugar Shane Wins. If you need some Super Bowl tickets, he's the guy to go to right now. So, and they are going for a pretty good price, right? So we'll see. We'll see who's going
And
to
shout out to my
Vegas.
408 homies that will be attending the 49er game tomorrow with me.
Oh my God, you're so funny. All right, guys,
Who
if
did
there's, huh?
J Diggs.
Oh my God, so funny. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, we will see you guys again next episode when we will have your one and only winner for the Super Bowl, I guess, right? That's the only bet we have left after that. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for joining.